And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wagner High School for tonight's game between the Wagner Thunderbirds and the champion Chargers of Boerne. I'm Bobby Stotzenberger, bringing you the action courtside tonight here at Wagner High School. The JV game still in progress here with about a minute 15 to go in the game, but we'll have the varsity action for you in just a few moments from now. And we thank you for joining us here on TexasSportsProductions.com. As the Wagner Thunderbirds, the defending regional champs, a state finalist from a year ago, and again a favorite to win the region once again, and they're coming out of District 27 5A. Let's take a look at the standings of this contest here coming in to tonight. You see champion there, 24-8 overall, and Wagner 27-5. And the standings coming into tonight in district play, Wagner with 3 games left, they are ahead of the pack at 12-1. They would have to essentially lose the rest of their games to not be the district champ. One more win for the T-Birds, and they are district champs. Now, they do play Harlandale on Friday, so theoretically they could lose their last 2 and tie with the Indians. They do play the Indians on Friday night. You saw their earlier game against Harlandale here on Texas Sports Productions, but Wagner 12-1 in district play. They're inching closer to a district championship. The champion Chargers, they still have to play the Harlandale Indians as well. They play them next Tuesday, and you see in the standings, if they could somehow upset Wagner here tonight, they could put themselves in position to perhaps beat Harlandale next week and hope that Wagner beats them and they could surpass the Indians for second place. And what does that mean? That means seedings in the playoffs. Tivy and Seguin are really close there, along with Veterans Memorial, for the 4th and final spot, as these 2 teams do battle here tonight at Wagner. There you see the conclusion of the junior varsity game, and we will bring you the varsity action here in just a few moments from now. We're going to take a break, our first break here on our pregame show coverage, and when we return, we will have interviews with both head coaches. Up first, we'll talk to Chris Adamek, the head coach of the champion Chargers. You're watching high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on TexasSportsProductions.com.
Huge savings at San Antonio's #1 Yukon sales leader, Ansira Buick GMC trucks on I-10 West. Like savings of $9,000 off every 2020 GMC Yukon or Yukon XL, or save $13,750 off the GMC 1500 SLT Texas Edition Premium Plus. Buy from Ansira, get a $50 gift certificate from the Texas Western Warehouse.
There's not a better place to buy your Buick or GMC truck.
Ansira Buick GMC, next to Ansira RV on I-10 West, exit 543 in Boerne.
Deco Pizzeria is San Antonio's first choice for savory, artisan-style pizza, award-winning made-to-order jumbo wings, mouth-watering calzones, generous sandwiches, and crisp, tasty salads. Handcrafted cocktails and full selection of beer are perfect for happy hour and for joining your friends to watch the big game. Deco Pizzeria, 2 locations, in the Medical Center at 2026 Babcock Road and in the Deco District at 1815 Fredericksburg Road. Come into Deco Pizzeria today and mention this basketball game ad to get $10 off your order.
Hi folks, Joel Dolly here with the Mission Open Air Market. If you're looking for some real bargains, we've got over 1,500 vendors to deal from. So come on out to the King of Bargains. You'll never know what you're going to find. The Mission Open Air Market open every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll see you here.
Now visiting with Rodney Clark, the head coach of the Wagner Thunderbirds, and Rodney, district play winding down, a good opponent in front of you tonight and in the next game, and you guys are in a position where you need to start peaking. Are you getting there?
Yeah, we're getting there. We started when we played Tivy, that last game against Tivy, and our defensive intensity and ball pressure has picked up, and so we're gelling as a team. The football players getting in shape now, and I think we're we're peaking at the right time.
All right, Champion is obviously, they're an improved team. What concerns you about them, and what do you need to do?
They're very fundamental and skilled. They shoot the ball well. We just have to hopefully wear them down so their legs are tired, and so they can't shoot the ball as well. Especially in the second half. It's going to be tough. We only beat them by 11 last time at Champion, so we're going to have to bear down defensively and try to wear them down.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
That's Rodney Clark, the head coach of the Wagner Thunderbirds, and we're back with more from Wagner High School in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on TexasSportsProductions.com.
Don Rackler here with 3 reasons why you should call John Wayne to the rescue this winter. 1. While the temperature is low, so are our prices. Everything is on sale. Plus, AC and heating equipment is 50% off. 2. Take advantage of our 5-year 0% financing with no payments for 5 months. 3. John Wayne is the most trusted name in home services with over 8,000 5-star reviews and has been awarded the BBB's 2019 Torch Award for Business Ethics. Call John Wayne today for your free estimate.
Pessimism doesn't stand a chance because people are stepping up. People who look forward and give back. People with paintbrushes and hellos and handshakes and time for each other. And one small act at a time, strangers become neighbors. Helping becomes a habit. And together we watch and wait and work to see what else optimism can do.
Swiftwater Car Wash is your premier self-serve total car care center with state-of-the-art soft-touch automatic car washes and self-serve bays with premium tools to get your car powerfully clean. We are environmentally friendly and take pride in using Ecologo certified Turtle Wax Pro soaps and waxes. Locations are equipped with powerful vacuums, shampooers, and vendors stocked with everything needed to get the inside of your vehicle clean. Our 12 convenient locations are open 24/7. See our website for a location near you and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for updates on our upcoming new phone app.
Now visiting with Chris Adamek, head coach of the Champion Chargers. And, Coach, you're coming off a really big win, an impressive win over Tivy, and the playoffs are getting near. You haven't quite clinched yet, but do you feel like this Champion squad is starting to reach its peak?
I think the last 5 games we played fantastic. We're a different team than we were earlier in the year. We moved Parker DeLay to the point, and that's really paid dividends. He's really controlling the pace and had a low turnover rate. He's also our leading scorer, so it's a lot easier to get him the ball. I think we're playing our best basketball, and we've got to win one more to get in. It's going to be tough tonight. Playing here at Wagner, they're phenomenal, and in their gym they're almost unbeatable. But we're here and we're going to give it a good shot, and I'm excited to be coaching my guys tonight.
Well, obviously they're a favorite, as you mentioned. What would a win mean besides clinching a playoff spot, just for your confidence of your team?
I think we really started to believe when we beat Kerrville, especially the way that we beat them by 25 points, everybody contributing, everybody playing well against our rival. But a win here tonight would really just seal the deal and get us all running together in the same direction for the playoffs. I think even if we play well in a losing effort, I think we can't hurt our momentum going forward.
All right, Coach, good luck to you.
Thank you.
That is Coach Chris Adamek of the Champion Chargers. We're back with more of high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company right here on TexasSportsProductions.com.
Optimism can do whatever it wants. We've seen it unlock resilience that makes the impossible inevitable, inspire generosity to put families back on their feet, and give Davids courage to throw rocks at Goliaths. At Frost, we believe optimism can change lives emotionally, physically, and financially. And with your help, we're going to prove it.
Deco Pizzeria is San Antonio's first choice for savory, artisan-style pizza, award-winning made-to-order jumbo wings, mouth-watering calzones, generous sandwiches, and crisp, tasty salads. Handcrafted cocktails and full selection of beer are perfect for happy hour and for joining your friends to watch the big game. Deco Pizzeria, 2 locations in the Medical Center at 2026 Babcock Road and in the Deco District at 1815 Fredericksburg Road. Come into Deco Pizzeria today and mention this basketball game ad to get $10 off your order.
Hi folks, Joel Dolly here with the Mission Open Air Market. If you're looking for some real bargains, we've got over 1,500 vendors to deal from. So come on out to the King of Bargains. You'll never know what you're going to find. The Mission Open Air Market open every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll see you here.
Welcome back, folks. There you see we're about almost 9 minutes away from tip-off. A little bit of a late start here. The JV game running a little bit late. Bobby Stotzenberger with you, courtside here at Karen Wagner High School as the Wagner Thunderbirds taking on the champion Chargers. And so while we have a chance, we'll go in depth here on the starting lineups as we will look at the champion Chargers first. Starting tonight for the champion Chargers, Hunter Darling is a 6'4" senior. He's averaging 7.5 points and 5 rebounds per game this season for the Chargers. He'll be joined by Braxton Burdick. He's a 6'3" sophomore for the Chargers. He's averaging 4.7 points and 3.8 rebounds per game. Parker DeLay, there you heard Coach Adamek saying they moved him to point guard. He's 6'4". That's pretty tough to deal with at the high school level at 6'4". He's a senior. He's the leading scorer this season for the Chargers, averaging 15.6 points, also 4.8 rebounds and 1.9 assists per game. Cole Williams is a 6'2" senior. He's averaging 5.1 points and 3.3 rebounds per game. And then rounding out the lineup for the Chargers is Reed Higgins. He's a 6'5" junior. He is averaging 9.7 points and leading the team in rebounding at 7 per game. Now the top-ranked Wagner Thunderbirds as we take a look at their starters. They will start Braylon Seals. He's a 6'3" senior. He's averaging 12.5 points per game and 3.7 assists per game this season for Rodney Clark's team. He'll be joined in the lineup by Isaiah Kennedy. He's a 6' senior, just averaging 4.4 points per game. Now, they rotate a lot of players. You'll see that here tonight when you watch the T-Birds in action. Journey Phillips, a 4-year varsity guy, tonight for the T-Birds. He's a 6'2" senior. He's averaging a team-high 18.5 points per game. Keep an eye on Journey Phillips. We skipped over inadvertently Jay Sean Jackson. He's a 6' junior, number 11 you see on your screen. He's averaging 13.4 points per game, a great 3-point shooter. Also averaging 3.5 assists and 2 steals per game for the Thunderbirds. And then at the bottom of your screen there, number 55, DeMarcus Hendricks. He just recently signed a football scholarship to Texas A&M University Kingsville. He's a 6'3" senior, averaging 3.8 points, a team-high 6.5 rebounds per game, and 2.2 steals per game. That's your starting lineup for the Wagner Thunderbirds. We're going to go ahead and, Eric, take a 3-minute timeout, and we will be back in just a moment with our opening tip. The champion Chargers and the Wagner Thunderbirds with their great tradition, including Jordan Clarkson and Andre Robertson both playing now in the NBA. They play some basketball down here at Wagner. Join us here in a moment. We'll be back in 3 minutes on Texas Sports Productions.
Texas
High School sports is TexasSportsProductions.com. Watch live broadcasts of Texas high school sports from around the state. Listen to live radio coverage of Texas high school sports from around the state. It's all right there for you on TSP through TexasSportsProductions.com. Did you miss the game or want to see or hear it again? Visit the archives on TexasSportsProductions.com. Get into the game today with TSP and TexasSportsProductions.com.
Two different products that lower the temperature in your cooling system.
Great for bugs on the front of the car.
You got your wax here, you got your power wax.
Generators, pressure washers, lawnmowers, you name it, they got it for it. VP Racing is now offering Octanium Unleaded, which is safer for your street cars, safe for your O2 sensors, your catalytic converters, to get an increase in octane boost by pouring straight to the gas tank.
Turn your old junker into cash. Pick and Pull is the largest auto recycler in South Texas with over 4,000 parts cars. We need your old car or truck to feed the beast. Go to pickandpullsa.com for details. Pick and Pull. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and save.
Pessimism doesn't stand a chance because people are stepping up. People who look forward and give back. People with paintbrushes and hellos and handshakes and time for each other. And one small act at a time, strangers become neighbors. Helping becomes a habit. And together we watch and wait and work to see what else optimism can do.
Two different products that lower the temperature in your cooling system.
Great for bugs on the front of the car.
You got your wax here, you got your power wax.
Generators, pressure washers, lawnmowers, you name it, they got it for it. VP Racing is now offering Octanium Unleaded, which is safer for your street cars, safe for your O2 sensors, your catalytic converters, to get an increase in octane boost by pouring straight to the gas tank.
Huge savings at San Antonio's #1 Yukon sales leader, Antonia Buick GMC trucks on I-10 West. Like savings of $9,000 off every 2020 GMC Yukon or Yukon XL, or save $13,750 off the GMC 1500 SLT Texas Edition Premium Plus. Buy from Antonia, get a $50 gift certificate from the Texas Western Warehouse.
There's not a better place to buy your Buick or GMC truck.
Antonia Buick GMC, next to Antonia RV on I-10 West, exit 543 in Boerne.
A couple more minutes of warm-ups here for these two teams as they get set to do battle here tonight at Wagner High School. Bobby Stotzenberger with you on TexasSportsProductions.com. We thank you for joining us. We have a really big one for you tomorrow night. We'll be at Littleton Gym for what amounts to the district championship game between the Roosevelt Rough Riders and the Johnson Jaguars with 3 games to go. Roosevelt still undefeated in district play, and Johnson with just 1 loss coming to the Rough Riders in the first round of district play. That will be a late tip-off, an 8 o'clock tip. We'll be on the air at 7:50 tomorrow night from Littleton Gym as the Rough Riders take on the Johnson Jaguars. And if Roosevelt wins, they're outright district champs. Let's take a look at the standings one more time here in this district. As the Wagner Thunderbirds, they can clinch at least a tie with a victory. There you see Harlandale 2 games back. The Indians will play the Wagner Thunderbirds on Friday, and Harlandale plays Boerne Champion next Tuesday. So if the Chargers can get an upset here tonight, they could move all the way up to second place, which would, of course, afford them a little bit easier game perhaps in the first round of the playoffs. We're ready to go here courtside as Jesse Hall stands in front of us. He is tonight's head referee, assisted by Tony Gonzalez and Shane Reynolds. Champion taking the floor. Quickly look at their starters again. The Champion Chargers, Darling, Burdick, DeLay, Williams, and Higgins. Now the Wagner Thunderbirds one more time. Dressed in the white. T-Bird starters. Seals, Kennedy, Jackson, Phillips, and Hendricks. We're ready to go as the ball is thrown in the air by Jesse Hall. The tip is controlled by the Champion Chargers. As you look to your monitor, Champion in the Navy uniforms, and they're in the front court to our left. Moving from right to left is DeMarcus Hendricks is called for a reach-in foul. And we are underway here at Wagner High School. We'll also have Friday action here for you, to be determined which game, as the lob in comes into Burdick, but he can't complete it. Quickly in transition come the T-Birds. Open three, left wing, missed by Seals, rebounded by Journey Phillips. He'll back it out high Jackson, pull-up jumper at the free throw line, no good, and Braxton Burdick cleans the glass for the Champion Chargers. T-Birds in the home white uniforms with the red numbers and red and black trim. Delay brings it up. Kicks it outside to Williams. Williams into the corner now to Burdick. Burdick spins and fires it to the top of the key. Darling on the dribble drive has it stripped away and out of bounds. Last touch by Braylon Seals of Wagner. But an aggressive move there and a nice strip there by Seals for a near turnover. Lob in and a tip. Higgins can't complete it. That was defended well. T-Birds, they average 73.3 points per game, but they're also a good defensive team. Champion averaging just 58.8 points per game. They like a little bit slower tempo. Wagner would like to get up and down the floor quickly if they can. Phillips, pull-up jumper, free throw line extended right. It's an air ball, but DeMarcus Hendricks gets the rebound and puts it back up. No good. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. Foul is called on Braxton Burdick, the 6'3 sophomore, with his first, team first. At the free throw line is DeMarcus Hendricks, signed to play football at Texas A&M Kingsville for the Javelinas. He's a 47% free throw shooter this year, and his first shot no good. But he is a fine athlete that plays 2 sports at a high-level 5A program, but he misses both free throws, and we're still scoreless here, nearly a minute and a half into the contest. Champion will try again, as Delay brings it up the floor, guarded by Seals. Almost lost the handles there, retains possession, backs it up, now drives from the left angle, all the way in, and Hendricks trips him, gets it back, Delay, drops it off to Williams, who can't complete it. Now transition for Wagner. Journey Phillips goes up high off the glass and draws contact from Hunter Darling. And that will send Journey Phillips to the free throw line. Tried to extend over the top there, lobbed it off the glass. And Journey Phillips is a 64% free throw shooter. He's averaging 18.5 points per game. And there's our first point. Journey Phillips, what a journey it's been for him. 4 years on the varsity, including 2 state finals appearances, missing the second free throw, but Wagner in Journey's freshman year was a 6A state finalist, and in junior year last year they were a 5A state finalist, but they didn't win either game. But they made it to the championship round. As Burdick on the dribble drive for the Chargers. Aggressive move at Journey Phillips, and he turns it over as Phillips stayed in front of him the entire way. T-Birds basketball after the turnover. Watch the defense there by Journey Phillips. And last touched by the Chargers. So Wagner basketball, front court to our right. Jay-Sean Jackson around a screen will shoot the 3. Good for Jay-Sean Jackson. His older brother now playing at North Texas and helped lead the T-Birds to the state finals last year. Jaron Jackson and Jay-Sean is having quite a junior season, as another strip by the T-Birds underneath This time by Braylon Seals, as they are preventing the Chargers from going up with it strong. A 4-0 lead here for the Thunderbirds as DeLay will throw it in for Champion. The Chargers turn it over. Journey Phillips started racing up the floor but stepped out of bounds along the sideline right in front of the scorer's table. Charger basketball. Inbound coming from Parker DeLay. He'll throw it into Higgins. Now a lob underneath, and there's your basket as DeLay finishes it. Beautiful alley-oop, plus the foul. And the foul is called on Isaiah Kennedy. So a chance here for Parker DeLay to get a three-point play, and that was Cole Williams with a heck of an assist. Throws the alley-oop to Parker DeLay, who also makes the free throw to make it a one-point game. A three-point play there for the Chargers. They're a 72% free throw shooting team on the season. T-Birds with the basketball. Journey Phillips tries the dribble penetration, lost it for a moment, into the corner to Thornton for three. Good. Dejon Thornton, a 6'2" junior, comes into the game and nails a three from the left corner to give Wagner a 7-3 lead. T-Birds like to pressure full court when the opportunity presents itself, as Journey Phillips got run over but is called for the foul at midcourt. Watch the collision here. He and Parker DeLay colliding on that one. The foul called on the T-Birds, their third team foul. Trouble getting it in, but Higgins receives the inbounds pass, weaves it off to Parker DeLay, and another foul on Journey Phillips. And all of a sudden, the T-Birds' leading scorer has two fouls in the first quarter. Phillips will stay in. Last year against Mansfield Timberview in the state championship game, Journey Phillips was the leading scorer in the contest, but he picked up his fourth foul early in the third quarter, and that had a lot to do with why the T-Birds were unable to win the state championship, because he was having a great scoring game, but the foul trouble hurt that state championship opportunities as Reed Higgins was trying to back down the defender, is called for a traveling. There you see he stops his dribble. Well, tough call there, but it is traveling against Higgins. And so the T-Birds have it. Seals swings it back to Jackson. Jackson, double dribble. You can definitely see Ja'Shawn Jackson. He has the brightest shoes on the floor. You see the lime-colored shoes. Took a highlighter to the white shoes almost. Got to be noticed. I don't have any of those. Eric Enriquez, our director, probably owns a pair of those. As DeLay brings it across the timeline, off to Burdick. Burdick, a no-look pass to Darling, who goes baseline, and a blocking foul going to be called on Joshua Cobbs. Aggressive move here by Hunter Darling, and there you see number 50, Josh Cobbs. He's another football player for the T-Birds, and Josh Cobbs is 6'5". He's a receiver, and he just signed to play college football at Wyoming. So Josh Cobbs is going to be a Cowboy. Hunter Darling at the free throw line. First free throw is good. He's a 61% free throw shooter on the season, but he makes two here to cut the lead to 2. 7-5, Wagner with the lead midway through quarter number 1 here at Wagner High School. T-Bird basketball. Jackson looks for a screen from Cobbs, pulls up with a long-range three, in and out. Rebounded by Dakari Hodge, number 10. Dakari Hodge, a 6'4" freshman, into the game now for the champion Chargers, as Parker DeLay screen and roll to Darling. Darling, right wing side, has it stripped. Ja'Shawn Jackson gets the steal. He'll break it the other way. Chargers back quickly on defense, though. 7-5 Wagner lead. Long range three by Seals. Back iron. Long rebound tipped out to Ja'Shawn Jackson. T-Birds get another opportunity here. 3:07 to go in the first quarter of play. Wagner with a 7-5 lead. Jackson back to Seals. Into the corner to Kennedy. Swing it left again. Jackson cross court to Thornton. Thornton drives in. Off the glass, no good. Challenged well there by the Charger defense. Champion can tie with a basket here. They can take a lead with the three. As DeLay has it stripped. Steal by Kajon Thornton. And then a foul at midcourt by Braxton Burdick. That'd be number 2 on Burdick. Check that, they call it on Parker DeLay, his first. Team third on the Champion Chargers. Champion with 4 district losses, but they have a pretty good overall record at 24-8. This is a good basketball team. Chris Adamek, the head coach in his second year with the program, as the three by Seals is short, rebounded by the Champion Chargers. DeLay will jack a three, and it's good. Parker DeLay with a three-point shot to give the Champion Chargers the lead. Chargers in a zone defense here. Into the right corner it goes to Thornton. He'll go baseline and float it up and in. Kajon Thornton off the bench in this first quarter with 5 points. T-Birds back ahead by 1. DeLay brings it up, 1:40 to go in the first. Guarded by Journey Phillips, who's playing with 2 fouls. They switch to Seals guarding DeLay. DeLay behind the back dribble, and a 5-second violation called. Subs now as Brant Galt comes in for the Champion Chargers, along with Sam Moreno. Minute and a half to go. Wagner by 1 here in a competitive first quarter. Seals, left wing three, in and out. Loose ball. Chargers come away with it. Moreno will hand it off to DeLay to bring it up. Guarded by Journey Phillips. DeLay pretty good at starting and stopping. That freed him up for a three moments ago. He'll go to the right sideline and weave it off to Hodge. Dakari Hodge into the corner now. And a three-point shot by DeLay. And he's fouled shooting a three. As you see there, Seals made contact with the arm, and Braylon Seals commits the foul. And that sends Parker DeLay to the free throw line. He's a 79% free throw shooter. First one's good, he'll have 3. That one ties the game at 9. We've got 53 seconds to go. Our clock graphic a little bit off. As DeLay makes the second free throw. Your screen says 3.1, that's actually 53.1. That second free throw gives the Chargers the lead again. Parker DeLay, third shot, and he makes all 3 of them. And he'll get a breather as Chris Adamek will take him out, and Garrison Giddens, a 6-foot junior, comes into the game for Champion. Champion with a 2-point lead. Chargers playing well. They just came off a 25-point victory Friday night over Kerrville Tivy. Open three, Thornton, good. Kajon Thornton in this first quarter has 8 points for Wagner coming off the bench, and he has been the offense tonight so far by Wagner. Great offensive move right there by Nick Price. Floats one in to get Champion back on top again, 13-12. Price, a 6-foot junior, with his first 2. That was a good one. Impressive drive to the basket as Jackson directs traffic off to Kennedy. Now high post, Journey Phillips forces one up and gets fouled. Journey Phillips is just really difficult to guard as Dakari Hodge. Well, they're going to call it on Brant Galt, number 34. He was sandwiched between the two. And Journey Phillips at the free throw line for Wagner, 64% on the season. 1 for 2 tonight, now 2 for 3 after that make to tie it at lucky 13. Subs again now as Parker DeLay comes in for the final 3.1 here. $13 all. Journey Phillips. Free throw number 2. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Wagner. And a shot at the basket, or a shot at the buzzer by Thornton is no good. And we are tied, folks, at 13. 13 all here at the end of 1 quarter of play. You're watching high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on TexasSportsProductions.com.
Do you know what optimism can do? Whatever it wants. We've seen it unlock resilience that makes the impossible inevitable, inspire generosity to put families back on their feet, and give Davids courage to throw rocks at Goliaths. At Frost, we believe optimism can change lives emotionally, physically, and financially. And with your help, we're going to prove it.
You run to your car, you head for work. This guy cuts you off. Man, what a jerk. You need a new bumper, there's no need to rumble. At Pick and Pull, they'll save you a bundle. If you're in an accident, don't be no fool. For auto body parts, think Pick and Pull.
Hi, I'm Joel Dolly, and welcome to the Mission Open Air Market. You'll find acres and acres of bargains on toys, tools, clothing, and we've even got a farmer's market every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. You'll never know what you're going to find, and I'll see you here.
Welcome back. Bobby Stotzenberger with you from Wagner High School Gym. Start of the second quarter, 13 all. Good first quarter of play by both teams. T-Birds with the ball first to begin the quarter. As Thornton has had the hot hand, he tried to go baseline there. Wolves rattles in and out. Rebounded by the Chargers. Champion a chance to take the lead. Whistle away from the basketball, and this is going to be called on Champion. Not sure, let's see, they called it on number 2, Garrison Giddens, his first. That is the team 5th now on Boerne Champion. T-Birds walk it up. Jay-Sean Jackson gets a high screen off to the left. Kennedy for 3, yes, for Isaiah Kennedy. Kennedy, by the way, is the only one with the red numbers on his jersey. Everybody else in black numbers. So I don't know what happened to his number 10 black numbered jersey, but he's got the red one on. Didn't get the memo, perhaps? As we have a foul on the floor called on the T-Birds. And this will be a 1-and-1. That's team foul number 7 on Wagner. Jay-Sean Jackson's first. And at the free throw line for Champion will be Garrison Giddings. He is a 69% free throw shooter on the season. A 6-foot junior. First free throw is good. Want to say hello to our good friend Randy Moon over at Ansira Buick GMC in Boerne, sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Thank you, Ansira. As Garrison Giddings makes both free throws, and Champion now within 1. 16-15 in favor of the T-Birds with the basketball. Jackson passes on 3. Now Kennedy will put the 3 up. This time he misses. He made it from the left wing, missed it right there from the right wing. Champion with the rebound, and here come the Chargers. Giddings races it up, guarded by Thornton. To the left side of the floor, bounce pass, and Journey Phillips complaining there that Parker DeLay was elbowing him. Still complaining. Well, he's got 4 years of varsity experience. He's been in a few of these. As lob comes into Higgins and steal, and breakaway now. Thornton all the way down on the assist by Josh Cobbs. Well, check that, it was DeMarcus Hendricks. Hendricks averages 2.5 steals a game for the big fella. He's pretty special, and it's an 18-15 lead. As DeLay loses it, gets it back, misses it, but the follow also missed by Higgins. 2 point-blank looks there by Champion. They couldn't convert any of them. Now Kennedy with a pull-up three. No good, and it's Hunter Darling with the rebound for Champion. All the way down the floor to Burdick. Burdick, check that. That is Higgins, who challenges the basket. Shot rejected. Back the other way come the T-Birds. Layup, no good by Thornton. Rebound, DeMarcus Hendricks. And off to Kennedy. A little out of control there for a moment. And Coach Rodney Clark telling his team to settle down a little bit. So the T-Birds will run some clock here and settle into their half-court offense. Seals around the screen, forces one up, and it's good for Braylon Seals. That's his first bucket of the night, and it gives Wagner a 5-point lead as they nearly steal the inbounds. That was impressive by Braylon Seals. He had a really tight space there to force a jumper up at the free throw line, and he gets it to go. Champion Charger basketball. As Journey Phillips goes to the floor, DeLay fires it underneath. Left-handed layup is good for Burdick, and he's fouled. So an and one coming here for Champion. Watch the assist there. And Brian Bigley is called for his first foul. This could be big here for the Champion Chargers if Burdick can make this free throw. He's an 87% free throw shooter, and his shot is good. 2-point game again. Champion playing very good basketball here tonight. The Express News has Wagner ranked number 1 in the city, and Antonia number 2. My Sports Tonight poll has Antonia at 1 and Wagner at 2. Either way, this is an upset in the making. Bigley, long range three, no good, and rebounded by the Champion Chargers. DeLay will bring it up along the sidelines. Kennedy guards him tightly. Now DeLay stops his dribble, ball loose, and a foul called on Hunter Darling trying to get it away from Kennedy. Watch the hustle to the loose ball there, and Kennedy comes away with it. That's 6 team fouls now. And right in front of us, or in front of me, is Brian Bigley to inbound the basketball. Midway through quarter number 2. T-Birds out in front. Seals, right angle jumper, no good. And Burdick got the rebound but loses it off his leg and out of bounds. Blown opportunity there for the Champion Chargers. Kennedy fires it in. Bigley off to Jackson. Jackson, jump shot along the baseline, no good. Another good rebound by Champion. They have not given Wagner a lot of second chance opportunities. Open in the left corner, three, Williams, no. Rebound, T-Bird, Seals races it up. All the way to the basket, nice move by Braylon Seals to get the lay-in. Little head fake here, and he stepped around Braxton Burdick for the lay-in. 4-point lead for Wagner. Delay lobs it into the paint, and then an offensive foul on Brant Galt. You see Galt, and a smart move there by Isaiah Kennedy, setting himself up to take that charge as Joshua Cobbs comes out of the game for Wagner. Earl Levons is in. And Champion will substitute as well. Galt coming out, and the freshman, Bakari Hodge, into the game for the Chargers. Wagner leading it by 4. Bigley along the left sidelines. Out high to Kennedy. Now right to Levons. Journey Phillips in the lane, stripped. Good hands there. Now it's Phillips to the floor. And a whistle and a foul. They're saying Champion basketball. What they call a jump ball? No, they call a foul. Team foul number 9. And the foul is going to be called on Journey Phillips. The board says his second. I had him for 3, but either way, it's a foul on Journey Phillips. And it's Reed Higgins to the line for the 1-and-1. Higgins is a 77% free throw shooter, but he misses the front end of the 1-and-1. So Wagner into the lane. Floater is good for Jay-Sean Jackson. That was a nice Euro step into the lane, and he's fouled. A chance for a 3-point play. Foul called on Parker Delay. That'll be his second. And a timeout taken. A 30-second timeout by Champion. We'll take a 30-second break. Wagner out in front. This is high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on Texas Sports Productions.
Deco Pizzeria is San Antonio's first choice for savory, artisan-style pizza, award-winning made-to-order jumbo wings, mouth-watering calzones, generous sandwiches, and crisp, tasty salads. Handcrafted cocktails and full selection of beer are perfect for happy hour and for joining your friends to watch the big game. Deco Pizzeria, 2 locations in the Medical Center at 2026 Babcock Road and in the Deco District at 1815 Fredericksburg Road. Come into Deco Pizzeria today and mention this basketball game ad to get $10 off your order.
Jay-Sean Jackson at the free throw line to try to complete a 3-point play. He misses. Rebounded by the Champion Chargers. Wagner with a 6-point lead, and Champions played probably about as good as they could play against this high-powered Wagner team. And a 10-second violation there called on Champion. Couldn't get it across in time. So the Thunderbirds with the basketball and a 6-point lead. Kennedy. Bounce pass over to Journey Phillips. Journey kicks it outside to Jackson. Now into the left corner. Bigley for 3, no good. Rebounded by Champion. Williams loses it. And then a foul by Williams trying to get back. Watch, he loses the ball here. That was all Isaiah Kennedy. He gets the steal, then he gets the N1. And Isaiah Kennedy, a hustle play there, as the T-Birds now with their biggest lead, 8 points. And Isaiah Kennedy, chance for a 3-point play. But he misses the free throw. Rebounded by Champion. They've struggled getting the ball up floor recently. Delay will fire it into the lane to Price, and it's deflected out of bounds by Jay-Sean Jackson. Champion has actually led this game a couple of times, but about the last 2 minutes has been Wagner, as they have built their biggest lead. Down on the block is Higgins. Backs down the defender, puts it up, no good. Good block out by Levons for the rebound. And the T-Birds control. Seals walks it up for Wagner. 26-18. There's a lob, beautiful lob, and a finish by Thornton for his 12th point. Pressure continues. Price trapped along the sidelines. Now a corner pass to Delay for three, short. Rebounded by Thornton in the corner. Kajon Thornton, number 20, racing up the floor. He's had a heck of a first half as we have a foul called on Champion. And we have a Charger getting up slowly. That's Garrison Giddings. Foul called on number 23, Levons, on the offensive charge, apparently. And Giddens went to the floor hard there. But they do call the offensive foul on Levons. And Giddens, as you can see there, in a great deal of pain, holding his lower back. As Coach Chris Adamek takes him out in his Charger basketball, facing the full court pressure. Delay over to Williams, and they get it across to Darling, but too high. Champion has not handled the press very well here in the later part of the first half. That has allowed Wagner to take this 10-point lead. It was tied at 13 at the end of one. Kennedy, left of the lane, jump shot misses. Rebounded by Darling. Press again. And Delay trying to get it up floor, and Kennedy reaches in for his second foul. There you see the reach in. And at the free throw line will be Parker Delay. Delay is 4 for 4 from the line tonight. He's 79% for the season. Free throw. Good for his 10th point. Champion needed that. That was, I believe, a 10-0 run or 9-0 run by the Wagner Thunderbirds, broken with that free throw. Under a minute to go as Delay makes both free throws to make it an 8-point game. Two great athletic programs here, two good basketball teams, and two state finalists, semifinalist football team schools. The Seals with the jump shot in the lane. Here comes that full court press again. Off the floor to Price. Price on the run, loses it. Yeah, Champion football, the Chargers made it to the state semifinals in 5A Division II. And Wagner made it to the state semifinals in football in 5A Division I. Unfortunately, both came up short, but great seasons. And these there's a few players in this game that were in those semifinal football games. Under 5 to go. Here's a long-range three, missed. Loose ball, and Champion comes up with it, and that will end the second quarter play. That second quarter was all Wagner, as they have taken a 10-point lead into the halftime locker room. At the break, Wagner 30 and Champion 20. We'll be back with our halftime coverage in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on TexasSportsProductions.com.
Huge savings at San Antonio's #1 Yukon sales leader and Sarah Buick GMC trucks on I-10 West. Late savings of $9,000 off every 2020 GMC Yukon or Yukon XL, or save $13,750 off the GMC 1500 SLT Texas Edition Premium Plus. Buy from Ansira, get a $50 gift certificate from the Texas Western Warehouse.
There's not a better place to buy your Buick or GMC truck.
Ansira Buick GMC, next to Ansira RV on I-10 West, exit 543 in Boerne.
Swiftwater Car Wash is your premier self-serve total car care center with state-of-the-art soft-touch automatic car washes and self-serve bays with premium tools to get your car powerfully clean. We are environmentally friendly and take pride in using Ecologo certified Turtle Wax Pro soaps and waxes. Locations are equipped with powerful vacuums, shampooers, and vendors stocked with everything needed to get the inside of your vehicle clean. Our 12 convenient locations are open 24/7. See our website for a location near you and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for updates on our upcoming new phone app.
Deco Pizzeria is San Antonio's first choice for savory, artisan-style pizza, award-winning made-to-order jumbo wings, mouth-watering calzones, generous sandwiches, and crisp, tasty salads. Handcrafted cocktails and full selection of beer are perfect for happy hour and for joining your friends to watch the big game. Deco Pizzeria, 2 locations in the Medical Center at 2026 Babcock Road and in the Deco District at 1815 Fredericksburg Road. Come into Deco Pizzeria today and mention this basketball game ad to get $10 off your order.
Pessimism doesn't stand a chance because people are stepping up. People who look forward and give back. People with paintbrushes and hellos and handshakes and time for each other. And one small act at a time, strangers become neighbors. Helping becomes a habit. And together we watch and wait and work to see what else optimism can do.
There you see the lead for the T-Birds. They lead it by 10. They won the second quarter 17-7 after a 13-all tie at the end of one quarter of play. And welcome to our halftime coverage from Wagner High School as the Thunderbirds lead it at the break. Let's take a look at the first half stats for you. For the champion Chargers, they have made 1 3-point shot in this contest, and they are 10 for 11 from the free throw line. The free throw line has been big in keeping the Chargers in this contest, as Hunter Darling has 2 points, both from the free throw line. Same story for Garrison Giddings. He has 2, both made free throws. Nick Price with 2. Braxton Burdick has 3 points in the first half. Parker DeLay leads the Chargers with 11 points. He has a made 3, and he's also 6 for 6 from the free throw line. For the Wagner Thunderbirds, they have made 3 3-point shots in the first half, but they are just 2 for 8 from the free throw line. Wagner, usually a 69% free throw shooting team, so the champion Chargers can't count on Wagner missing a ton of free throws in the second half. First half scoring numbers: Braylon Seals with 6 points for the Thunderbirds. Isaiah Kennedy has 4, including a made 3. Jay-Sean Jackson has 5 in the first half, also a made 3 by him. Okay, John Thornton, a 6'2" junior who averages 9.9 points per game, coming off the bench here tonight with 12 first half points, including a pair of threes. Journey Phillips, who normally averages 18.5 points, has been limited to 2 points in this first half. He is 2 out of 4 from the free throw line. So Champion has definitely done a good job of defending Journey Phillips. We'll be back. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. We'll continue with more of our coverage from Wagner High School in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on TexasSportsProductions.com. For Texas high school sports is TexasSportsProductions.com. Watch live broadcasts of Texas high school sports from around the state. Listen to live radio coverage of Texas high school sports from around the state. It's all right there for you on TSP through TexasSportsProductions.com. Did you miss the game or want to see or hear it again? Visit the archives on TexasSportsProductions.com. Get into the game today with TSP and TexasSportsProductions.com.
Two different products that lower the temperature in your cooling system.
Great for bugs on the front of the car.
You got your wax here, you got your power wax.
Generators, pressure washers, lawnmowers, you name it, they got it for it. VP Racing is now offering Octanium Unleaded, which is safer for your street cars, safe for your O2 sensors, your catalytic converters, to get an increase in octane boost by pouring straight to the gas tank.
Turn your old junker into cash. Pick and Pull is the largest auto recycler in South Texas with over 4,000 parts cars. We need your old car or truck to feed the beast. Go to pickandpullsa.com for details. Pick and Pull. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and save.
Deco Pizzeria is San Antonio's first choice for savory, artisan-style pizza, award-winning made-to-order jumbo wings, mouth-watering calzones, generous sandwiches, and crisp, tasty salads. Handcrafted cocktails and full selection of beer are perfect for happy hour and for joining your friends to watch the big game. Deco Pizzeria, 2 locations in the Medical Center at 2026 Babcock Road and in the Deco District at 1815 Fredericksburg Road. Come into Deco Pizzeria today and mention this basketball game ad to get $10 off your order.
We made USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Pessimism doesn't stand a chance because people are stepping up. People who look forward and give back. People with paintbrushes and hellos and handshakes and time for each other. And one small act at a time, strangers become neighbors. Helping becomes a habit. And together we watch and wait and work to see what else optimism can do.
Two different products that lower the temperature in your cooling system.
Great for bugs on the front of the car.
You got your wax here, you got your power wax.
Generators, pressure washers, lawnmowers, you name it, they got it for it. VP Racing is now offering Octanium Unleaded, which is safer for your street cars, safe for your O2 sensors, your catalytic converters, to get an increase in octane boost by pouring straight to the gas tank.
There you see the teams warming up for our second half of action as the T-Birds lead the Chargers by 10 here at the break. Again, the district standings have Wagner at the top at 12-1. As we take a look at it one more time here, the standings coming into tonight in District 26-5A. Wagner at 12-1. They can clinch again at least a tie for the district championship. They will play Harlandale this Friday night, and then they will finish the season next Tuesday night against McCollum for Boerne champion. They're not in the clear yet, and they have a pretty tough schedule, including tonight's game, but at 9-4 coming in. They just came off a 61-36 win over Tybee. They still have to play Veterans Memorial, who they lost to. And you can see Veterans Memorial still alive in the playoff picture. And then they finish the season against the Harlandale Indians. So champion, they need to win one of their last 3 games, but none of them are easy. Tonight's game, and then at Veterans Memorial, the other Judson ISD school out near Rolling Oaks Mall. So another long trip coming up for Boerne champion Friday night, and then they finish at home against Harlandale. So champion, a great season here. Chris Adamek is a Boerne High alum. He played for legendary Boerne High and champion coach and now current athletic director Stan Leach, one of the winningest high school basketball coaches in San Antonio area high school basketball history. Chris played for Stan at Boerne High. Spent many years over at Harlandale. This is his second year with the champion program, but he did a great job at Harlandale and had the Indians as a contender and consistent playoff team. Said it was kind of strange going and coaching against the Indians this year because a lot of that senior class were were his guys just a few years ago, and he knows how good they are. So Champion will inbound from in front of us. As Hunter Darling throws it in, we're underway in the second half. Burdick, Darling, DeLay, Williams, and Higgins on the floor for Champion. Seals, Kennedy, Jackson, Phillips, and Hendricks for Wagner. In the front court to our right, the Champion Chargers. As T-Birds step up the defensive pressure. Burdick, though, open lane to the basket, puts it up with the left-handed in. First points of the second half go to the Champion Chargers on the dribble drive there by the 6'3" sophomore, Braxton Burdick. 8-point lead. Wagner in the white uniforms. Most of the players with black lettering trimmed in red, except for Isaiah Kennedy. He's got red trimmed in black. He'll take the three, and he'll miss. Rebounded by the Champion Chargers. Champion has to do a better job of getting the ball up the floor against pressure if they're going to have a shot in this second half. Near turnover at midcourt, but out of bounds off Wagner. That was the story at the end of the second quarter when Wagner really turned it on. Champion could not get the ball up the floor effectively. They were a turnover machine, and Wagner was creating those. Here's another drive to the basket, and it drops in for Reed Higgins. Higgins averages 9.7 a game. That's his first two tonight. As he gets the roll, Champion has the first 4 points of the second half, and they trail by 6. Seals to the right side of the floor, trying to get to the corner, gets cut off. Over to Kennedy, and swing it left now to Jackson, into the corner. Journey Phillips, good. Journey Phillips without a basket in the first half. He had 2 free throws. He starts the second half with a 3. Another drive in, and a foul going to be called on Jay-Sean Jackson. How about Burdick getting aggressive all of a sudden? That was tough there for Jay-Sean Jackson. They call the foul. Burdick will have 2 free throws here. That is number 2 on Jay-Sean Jackson, first team foul here in the second half. Braxton Burdick at the free throw line. Shot no good. Burdick is 87% this season from the free throw line, so he doesn't miss a whole lot. And he makes the second one there. Quick subs now for Champion as Cole Williams checks out and Nick Price into the game for Champion. That sub coming less than a minute into, or checked less than 2 minutes into this third quarter of play. Wagner 33-25. Braylon Sills. Pull up 3. No. Rebounded by Champion as Burdick bounces across the floor to Darling. Darling guarded by Jackson, stops. They got to get it across. Another 10-second violation. That's the second tonight on the Champion Chargers. Wagner creating a turnover there with the 10-second violation on Champion. Here comes Jay-Sean Jackson with the basketball. Over on the left side of the floor. He goes around the screen. Kicks over to Seals. Drives from the angle. Floats it up and in. Braylon Seals gets the bounce. And then a steal by Journey Phillips and a foul by DeLay. So right after the Seals basket, the T-Birds steal the inbounds. And then that is the third personal foul called now on Parker DeLay. T-Bird basketball. Seals throws into the corner. Open 3, missed by Kennedy. Rebounded to Marcus Hendricks. And he gets fouled going up with it. So big DeMarcus Hendricks will go to the free throw line here for the T-Birds. Foul committed there by Braxton Burdick, his second. Hendricks 0 for 2 tonight from the free throw line. Make it 1 for 3. That's his first point. He's 47% this season from the line as Garrison Giddens comes in for Champion, and Braxton Burdick will check out. DeMarcus Hendricks now, second shot. No, off the front of the rim, rebounded by the Chargers. Pressure from Wagner as Price fires it to the middle of the floor. Higgins gets it across this time to Delay, who throws it across the court and out of bounds. Turnovers have been the story. Champion has committed far more of them than Wagner has. T-Birds lead it by 11. Phillips will try to add to it. 3 from the corner, no good. Tipped rebound to Kennedy. Backs it out to Jackson. Jackson throws into the corner to Journey Phillips. Baseline drive, up and no good. Partially blocked. Phillips to the floor. And here comes Champion. Giddens dribbles through the press that time. Open 3 from the right wing, no good by Delay. Onto the floor again, and a timeout taken. A timeout, our game's first timeout, and this one is taken by Champion. I think our second timeout. 30-second timeout. You're watching high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on Texas Sports Productions.
Huge savings at San Antonio's #1 Yukon sales leader and Syrup Buick GMC trucks on I-10 West. Like savings of $9,000 off every 2020 GMC Yukon or Yukon XL, or save $13,750 off the GMC 1500 SLT Texas Edition Premium Plus. Buy from Ansira, get a $50 gift certificate from the Texas Western Warehouse.
There's not a better place to buy your Buick or GMC truck.
Ansira Buick GMC, next to Ansira RV on I-10 West, exit 543 in Boerne.
Champion, I believe, has used, I think that's their second 30-second timeout. Either they or Wagner. One of them took a 30 in the first half. It was kind of unclear in the first half who actually took it, but that one definitely was Champion with the timeout. They're trying to figure out how to get through this press. They're going to lob on the inbounds. A miss to Marcus Hendricks right in the middle of that with the defense for Wagner, but Champion does get the ball back. Giddens off to Darling, back to Giddings again. Around the defense, tried to go up with it and has it stripped out of bounds. DeMarcus Hendricks animated that shouldn't have been off of him, but that's what they call. Here comes Kajon Thornton, number 20, into the game. He had a huge first half with 12 points. This is his first appearance in the second half. Nice inbounds play by Champion as Higgins completes the lob in from Delay. He came off a screen there, and actually 2 defenders got confused. The lead single digits again. Just past the midway point of the third quarter. Jackson, left side of the floor, swings it over to Seals for 3. No. Rebounded by Darling to the floor. And Price gets the pass all the way in, lays it up, no good. The follow out of bounds off of Wagner. Ooh. Well, that looked like, well, they're going to say that, I guess Seal stuck his hand in there to try to steal the inbounds. Either way, Wagner's going the other way with it, and they get a lay-in by Josh Cobbs. That was a close call on that inbound, out of bound. T-Birds, though, maintain their composure, and they take an 11-point lead. Delay to the basket. Good. by Parker DeLay. And a timeout taken. No, yes, another timeout by the champion Chargers. This will be a full timeout. 2:55 to go in the third. Wagner leads it by 9. You're watching high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on Texas Sports Productions.
Deco Pizzeria is San Antonio's first choice for savory, artisan-style pizza, award-winning made-to-order jumbo wings, mouth-watering calzones, generous sandwiches, and crisp, tasty salads. Handcrafted cocktails and full selection of beer are perfect for happy hour and for joining your friends to watch the big game. Deco Pizzeria, 2 locations in the Medical Center at 2026 Babcock Road and in the Deco District at 1815 Fredericksburg Road. Come into Deco Pizzeria today and mention this basketball game ad to get $10 off your order.
Hi folks, Joel Dolly here with the Mission Open Air Market. If you're looking for some real bargains, we've got over 1,500 vendors to deal from. So come on out to the King of Bargains. You'll never know what you're going to find. The Mission Open Air Market open every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll see you here.
Bobby Stotzenberger with you tonight on TexasSportsProductions.com. Don't forget tomorrow night, Johnson versus Roosevelt for perhaps a district championship in 26-6A. Tip-off time, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Wagner with the lead here. Here is a NBA range 3 missed by Jackson. Rebounded by Boerne Champion. Giddens crosses the timeline. T-Bird's backed off a bit there. Giddens, offensive foul as he used the forearm to try to create some space there. Watch here, watch the left arm. It was subtle, but enough to get Giddens his second foul. Wagner by 9 with the basketball. Jackson over to Seals. Now Journey Phillips into the lane, floats one up, no good. Rebounded by Champion. Price to Giddens. Giddens throws into the corner. That one deflected, but it's received by DeLay, and he'll go to the basket. Missed the shot. Ball saved in, loose, and Cobbs finds it up the floor to Seals. Seals all the way in, double clutches it. He had it stripped, but they're going to call a foul on Giddens. Watch right here. Oh, that was on number 5, Price. Now the 4th team foul on Boerne Champion. One team foul so far on Wagner. Braylon Sills, a 75% free throw shooter at the free throw line. It's his first free throw tonight. Reed Higgins checks out, and Brant Galt, 6'4" senior, in. Second free throw is missed by Seals. Rebounded by the champion Chargers. Chargers got to get it going here. They trail by 10. DeLay guarded tightly by Seals. And a technical foul called on Seals in the celebration. Oh my. Well, you see Seals said something to DeLay, and Rodney Clark is livid. Initially, it looked like Seals was just celebrating the play that he made, but if you watch the replay closely, he barked something right in the face of DeLay right there. It's a very subtle thing. I'm not sure it was worthy of a technical foul, but Parker DeLay is at the free throw line. He'll get 2 shots, and the Chargers will get the basketball. That's a pretty significant foul, especially if Champion is able to get a basket here on this possession. Parker DeLay makes both free throws. The lead is down to 8. So 2 free throws and the basketball as DeLay will inbound it from in front of us. And Cobbs nearly gets the steal on the inbounds. Watch this aggressive move here by Cobbs. Nearly steals the inbounds pass. DeLay to throw it in again. Gets it in. Galt to the basket. Rejected at the rim. Fast break. Seals. Off on a missed layup, but a follow by Cobbs. Watch that sequence. Watch the block right here by Journey Phillips. There's the miss. There's Cobb's rebound. There's Cobb's putting it back up. They've already put the points on the board here for Cobb's. And you see Coach Rodney Clark wondering what the heck. We're probably wondering what the heck too. That looks, I think that's going to be a basket for Josh Cobbs. There you see Coach Chris Adamek instructing the Chargers. Well, all right, the miss. There's Cobbs, the follow, and it looked like he was fouled. Yeah, they're going to count the basket +1 here for Josh Cobbs. But he's going to, looks like he's to the line by himself right now. Did they call a technical on Champion? All right, I think they might have. Cobb's got the N1, but he also may have got a technical foul. So I think what we're going to have here, watch Josh Cobbs. He makes the basket. Oh, I see Journey Phillips. That's going to be a technical on Journey Phillips screaming in a Champion Charger face as Cobbs misses the three-point play opportunity. Now it's 2 shots and the ball for Champion. That technical foul called on Journey Phillips. So Parker DeLay, free throws. He's got 16 points. He's 9 for 9 from the line. So Wagner, with these, allowing all these free throws, has kept Champion around, so they get 2 there. Cobbs made a great play, but Journey Phillips went a little too far there in celebration as Champion will inbound the basketball to Parker DeLay. Champion having trouble against this fierce Wagner defense. DeLay going to take matters into his own hand and spins one off the glass for his 19th point. Champion hanging around. It's a 6-point game. Parker DeLay with 19 points for the Champion Chargers. We're down to 1:04 to go in the 3rd quarter of play. Champions cut into the 10-point lead so far by 4 points. They've made up 4 in this quarter, but there's still a lot of time. Seals thinking of dribble drive. Off to Jackson for 3. No, there's a whistle underneath. Away from the ball. This will be against Champion, it appears. Foul is called on Hunter Darling. That'll be his third. Champion will, with that foul, allow Wagner to inbound from the baseline as Seals receives the pass. Under 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play. It was 30-20 Wagner at the half. They've cut into the lead. Here's Seals between the circles. Right side to Thornton, back to Seals, and looks like with the possession arrow in their favor, Wagner will play for one shot. That's oftentimes what you see when you got that possession arrow. Here's Jackson, off to Seals' long-range three. No good. Rebound Champion. Chance to do something here. All the way down the floor goes Williams, and a reach-in foul. That'd be number 4 on the Wagner Thunderbirds. I believe it's Jackson called for his third. So 5.9 seconds to go here. A three right here would be absolutely monumental for Champion and give them a real shot in the fourth. Let's see what they can do here. Inbounds goes into the corner, and then a spin by Darling. I don't think he was shooting, though. They give him a shooting foul as DeMarcus Hendricks commits his third foul. And they're going to give free throws to Hunter Darling. I'm a little surprised by that. I didn't think he was necessarily into the act of shooting. Darling misses the free throw. He's 61% this season from the free throw line. He's 2 out of 3 tonight. Second free throw. This one is good for his third point. One more chance here for Wagner. They'll fire it at the buzzer. Oh! Braylon Seals from midcourt. That's worthy of a replay. Watch Braylon Seals jack this one at the buzzer. Yeah, more than half court. Nothing but net, and that ends the third. Wagner 44, Champion 36. You're watching high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on TexasSportsProductions.com.
Deco Pizzeria is San Antonio's first choice for savory, artisan-style pizza, award-winning made-to-order jumbo wings, mouth-watering calzones, generous sandwiches, and crisp, tasty salads. Handcrafted cocktails and full selection of beer are perfect for happy hour and for joining your friends to watch the big game. Deco Pizzeria, 2 locations in the Medical Center at 2026 Babcock Road and in the Deco District at 1815 Fredericksburg Road. Come into Deco Pizzeria today and mention this basketball game ad to get $10 off your order.
Hi folks, Joel Dolly here with the Mission Open Air Market. If you're looking for some real bargains, we've got over 1,500 vendors to deal from. So come on out to the King of Bargains. You'll never know what you're going to find. The Mission Open Air Market open every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll see you here.
Well, with that huge shot by Braylon Seals to end the third quarter, Champion only able to cut into that 10-point lead by 2. They could have cut into it by 5, but a shot from beyond midcourt to end the quarter gives the T-Birds an 8-point lead going into this fourth quarter as Kennedy misses a 3 from the corner. And before that 3, it appeared that Champion had the momentum. Offensive foul on Parker DeLay. That'll be his 4th foul. Number 22, Parker DeLay, now with 4 fouls. That one an offensive foul. And Chris Adamek knows that he needs Parker DeLay on the floor. Boy, I tell you what, really that 3 by Seals, it just changes everything. Because it would have been a 5-point lead normally for Wagner going into this fourth quarter and jumped up to 8. And now a tall task ahead for Champion. Here's Jackson, pull-up jumper, in and out. DeMarcus Hendricks put back no good, but he's fouled. So DeMarcus Hendricks with 2 shots coming up. Nick Price called for his 2nd foul. Hendricks, free throw. No good. He's 1 out of 5 rather from the line tonight. Looks like Chris Adamek is going to leave Parker DeLay in the game. Hunter Darling comes out for a moment. Braxton Burdick replaces him. Second shot now by Hendricks is short. Rebounded by Parker DeLay, and he's fouled immediately, and that's should be 6 team fouls on. They were walking it the other way. That's 4 personal fouls on DeMarcus Hendricks. That's 6 team fouls. Wagner's in the bonus because there's 8 fouls now on Champion. There's 6 on Wagner, so 1 more, and Champion will be in the bonus. Champion has shot free throws very well tonight. Wagner hasn't. So if you want to know what could happen here in the fourth quarter, you might be seeing a lot of fouling by Champion to force Wagner to try to close the game out at the free throw line. Press defense. DeLay flips it to Giddings, back to DeLay, and they get it across. DeLay throws into the corner. Price drives, floats one up, no good. Tip in, yes, for Reed Higgins. Higgins with his 6th point. Good positioning there for the putback. 44-38. First round of district play, Wagner won in Boerne by 11. Champion giving the T-Birds a game here tonight down on Foster Road. Seals off to Cobbs on the baseline, and Josh Cobbs, the Wyoming football commit, with the lay-in to make it 46-38. Higgins threw it back to Giddings. He had a chance to cross there. Let's see if they get it across. DeLay's got to hurry. Ball deflected, but it's out of bounds off Kajon Thornton. Just the quickness there. Quick hands by Kajon Thornton to deflect that basketball. 6:11 to go. It was 13-all at the end of 1. It was Wagner 30-20 at the half, and Wagner 44-36 at the end of 3. As DeLay gets it across, off to Burdick. Burdick trying to dribble drive, loses the handle, back to Giddings outside. Now once again it's Burdick on the drive. On the block, he gets it to Higgins. Jump hook is no good, and the T-Birds get the rebound. Only 1 made 3-pointer tonight by Boerne Champion. Jackson to Seals. Drive and kick. Thornton 3. No. DeLay rebound. DeLay playing with 4 fouls. Cross courts it to Giddings. Giddings attacks. Puts it up, no good, but he's fouled and will shoot 2. Foul is going to be called on Jayshon Jackson. Yeah, that was the one. What you saw there was the 1 and only 3 that Champion has made tonight. The free throw by Garrison Giddings is good. His 3rd point of the night. So only 1 made 3 by Champion, although they've been really good from the free throw line. But that Braylon Seals 3 at the end of the 3rd is certainly the highlight of this game so far. Giddings makes both of them. It's down to a 6-point lead again. Champion not going away without a fight. 5:11 to go. Seals. Off to Thornton, back to Seals, and swing it right now to Kennedy. Seals again. Dribble drive, pull up jumper, no. Josh Cobbs keeps it alive though for the Thunderbirds. They reset on offense. 6-point lead, approaching the midway point of the 4th and final quarter. Thornton back to Seals again. T-Birds seem content with running clock, and they'll run it down for a 30-second timeout by Wagner. 30-second timeout. You're watching high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on TexasSportsProductions.com.
We made USAA insurance for members like Kate, a former Army medic made of the flexibility to handle whatever Monday has in store and tackle 4 things at once. So when her car got hit, she didn't worry. She simply filed a claim on her USAA app and said,
"I've got this."
USAA insurance is made the way Kate needs it. Easy. She can even pick her payment plan, so it's easy on her budget and her life. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Swiftwater Car Wash is your premier self-serve total car care center with state-of-the-art soft-touch automatic car washes and self-serve bays with premium tools to get your car powerfully clean. We are environmentally friendly and take pride in using Ecologo certified Turtle Wax Pro soaps and waxes. Locations are equipped with powerful vacuums, shampooers, and vendors stocked with everything needed to get the inside of your vehicle clean. Our 12 convenient locations are open 24/7. See our website for a location near you and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for updates on our upcoming new phone app.
After Wagner's 30-second timeout and a 6-point lead, you know, if you're champion, you might start taking the chances on fouling the guy you want to foul. Seals, 3. Wow, that's long range. Not as long as the one he hit at the end of the third, but still NBA range there for Braylon Seals, who leads Wagner with 15 points tonight. He's had a heck of a ball game. Giddens. Spin move. Gets to the rack. Good job there by Giddens of getting a shot off underneath. Boy, he had to work because Isaiah Kennedy was harassing him the entire way to the basket. Kennedy called for his 3rd foul. So Garrison Giddens, a 6-foot junior, shooting free throws here for the Chargers. Shot is good. Well, sure would have been fun to watch these two schools go at it in football, both state semifinalists in Division I and Division II. But it's been fun to watch this basketball game as well as Giddens makes both free throws. Cut the lead down to 7. Now Champion's in a situation where they got to decide who they want to foul. I think they have to start fouling. Into the corner it goes to Kennedy. Kennedy will take a timeout. It's Rodney Clark, a 30-second timeout. So a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds on TexasSportsProductions.com.
Huge savings at San Antonio's #1 Yukon sales leader, Antonia Buick GMC trucks on I-10 West. Like savings of $9,000 off every 2020 GMC Yukon or Yukon XL, or save $13,750 off the GMC 1500 SLT Texas Edition Premium Plus. Buy from Antonia, get a $50 gift certificate from the Texas Western Warehouse.
There's not a better place to buy your Buick or GMC truck.
Antonia Buick GMC, next to Antonia RV on I-10 West, exit 543 in Boerne.
Both teams have used their 30-second timeouts. 2 full timeouts left for Champion, 3, I believe, for Wagner. T-Birds with the basketball. Let's see if the fouls start coming here. T-Birds want to run clock, and they're basically challenging Champion to foul them. Into the corner goes to Kennedy. Bounce pass to Journey Phillips, and Phillips lays it in. Good possession there by Wagner. 9-point lead. Champion's going to have to step up their sense of urgency now. Delay, foul shooting a 3. Oh my. Did they just call Phillips for the technical also? This could be absolutely massive. Okay, Journey Phillips is called for his 4th foul. We know that Parker DeLay is going to get 3 shots, but he may get 2 more. Folks, Parker DeLay is 10 for 10 from the line tonight. There is a chance that this is going to be 5 shots. There's the foul, shooting the 3. That's a clear call. He got the hand, the bottom of the hand. I think that's a legitimate call, but Journey Phillips perhaps overreacted. Parker DeLay makes the first of what I think will be 5, if I'm right, it's 5 free throws and the ball. That one play could turn this entire thing in Champion's favor. Here's the second one. And finally a miss by Parker DeLay. He gets 3 shots. If I'm right, it's 3 shots and then 2 shots and the ball. And that's 2 technical fouls on Journey Phillips, so he's actually fouled out of the game as well. Third shot now for Parker DeLay, and he misses again. Well, Parker DeLay had a real chance to bite into this lead, but now he's blown it a little bit by missing 2 in a row. Makes that one. And now the 5th and final free throw at this trip to the line. And this one misses. He made his first 11 and missed 3 of his last 4, and Journey Phillips is out of the game now for Wagner. But that could have been much worse for Wagner had DeLay been able to make all 5 free throws. As it is, it's 51-44. Wagner's very fortunate that he missed as many as he did. Here's a corner 3, good by Braxton Burdick. Timeout by Champion. A full timeout by the Champion Chargers. We're not done yet. 51-47. You're watching high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on TexasSportsProductions.com.
You run to your car, you head for work. This guy cut you off. Man, what a jerk. You need a new bumper, there's no need to rumble. At Pick and Pull, they'll save you a bundle. If you're in an accident, don't be no fool. For auto body parts, think Pick and Pull.
Your new home for Texas high school sports is TexasSportsProductions.com. Watch live broadcasts of Texas high school sports from around the state. Listen to live radio coverage of Texas high school sports from around the state. It's all right there for you on TSP through TexasSportsProductions.com. Did you miss the game or want to see or hear it again? Visit the archives on TexasSportsProductions.com. Get into the game today with TSP and TexasSportsProductions.com. Back to play here. Wagner gets it down the floor quickly. A miss by Thornton. A follow attempt, though, by DeMarcus Hendricks, and he's fouled. That'll be team 4th personal on Brant Galt. There's 2 real big turning points in this game as DeMarcus Hendricks makes his 2nd free throw. He's 2 out of 7 from the line. Seals making the 3 at the end of the 3rd, and then Braxton Burdick missing 3 free throws out of 5 attempts. Those are 2 really key components of this basketball game. Had he made all 5 and Seals not made that shot, you're looking at a tie ball game right now. Champion, though, trails by 6. Here's Higgins backing down Hendricks, and Higgins lays it over him for his 8th point of the game. 53-49. $1:50 to go. Kennedy off to Thornton, to Hendricks, miss. Rebound Champion. A 2-possession game here. Giddens looking for a screen, can't get around it. He gets jumped. Bounces it off, and steal by Jackson. Jayshon Jackson runs the break, dishes it off to Kennedy. Kennedy makes the lay-in, but then comes up limping. Oh boy. He went down awkwardly on that right foot. And we have a full timeout. We'll break it here. Wagner by 6, minute 20 to go. This is high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on Texas Sports Productions.
Deco Pizzeria is San Antonio's first choice for savory, artisan-style pizza, award-winning made-to-order jumbo wings, mouth-watering calzones, generous sandwiches, and crisp, tasty salads. Handcrafted cocktails and full selection of beer are perfect for happy hour and for joining your friends to watch the big game. Deco Pizzeria, 2 locations in the Medical Center at 2026 Babcock Road and in the Deco District at 1815 Fredericksburg Road. Come into Deco Pizzeria today and mention this basketball game ad to get $10 off your order.
We made USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Champion inbounds the basketball. Giddings races it up. Ball knocked out of bounds by Jackson. Jay-Sean Jackson playing with 4 fouls there. Well, there's the awkward landing by Isaiah Kennedy. And he is currently out of the game for Wagner. Inbounds comes to Higgins. Higgins off to Delay. Delay from the jump circle takes the jump shot. Miss and a rebound by Hendricks. A minute to go. Champion has to foul. Jackson fouled. And will go to the line for 2 shots as Braxton Burdick commits his 3rd. So Jay-Sean Jackson, 81% from the line. .56 seconds to go. 2 shots here. Double bonus both ways as Jay-Sean Jackson makes the first. He's 1 out of 2 from the line. He's got 6 points. Well below his 13.4 average. Second shot is no good, but DeMarcus Hendricks nearly gets a rebound. It does go out of bounds off the T-Birds. How about the big fellow working inside? 7-point lead. Wagner trying to hold on here. Giddens starts the offense to the left. And a timeout by Champion. I believe that is their last timeout, if I'm correct. And we'll be back to wrap this up in just a moment. Champion needing a miracle. You're watching high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on Texas Sports Productions.
Pessimism doesn't stand a chance because people are stepping up. People who look forward and give back. People with paintbrushes and hellos and handshakes and time for each other. And one small act at a time, strangers become neighbors. Helping becomes a habit. And together we watch and wait and work to see what else optimism can do.
Two different products that lower the temperature in your cooling system.
Great for bugs on the front of the car.
You got your wax here, you got your power wax.
Generators, pressure washers, lawnmowers, you name it, they got it for it. VP Racing is now offering Octanium Unleaded, which is safer for your street cars, safe for your O2 sensors, your catalytic converters, to get an increase in octane boost by pouring straight to the gas tank.
Back to play, Champion. Oh, inbound pass, and Seals gets the steal. He'll go to the rack and lay it up and in. That may do it, and Braylon Seals has got to be one of our player of the game candidates. What a great game by that young man, and that may have been right there, the steal. and he took the whole thing himself. 17 for Braylon Seals. That should do it, barring a miracle here. Giddens will drive in. He'll put it up, no good. Follow is good. They can't stop the clock, so this game is more or less over. Ja'Shawn Jackson takes the inbounds, throws it all the way down the floor for the slam dunk by Kayjon Thornton. Thornton's only 2 points of this half, but it was fun for him as Giddens, 2 seconds to go, and that will wrap it up. Wagner wins it. They've clinched at least a share of the district championship, and Champion still needs to win one more game to get into the playoffs. They've got 2 to go. We'll be back with our post-game show coverage in just a moment. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. This is high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on TexasSportsProductions.com.
Don Rackler here with 3 reasons why you should call John Wayne to the rescue this winter. 1. While the temperature's low, so are our prices. Everything is on sale. Plus, AC and heating equipment is 50% off. 2. Take advantage of our 5-year 0% financing with no payments for 5 months. 3. John Wayne is the most trusted name in home services with over 8,000 5-star reviews and has been awarded the BBB's 2019 Torch Award for Business Ethics. Call John Wayne today for your free estimate.
Pessimism doesn't stand a chance because people are stepping up. People who look forward and give back. People with paintbrushes and hellos and handshakes and time for each other. And one small act at a time, strangers become neighbors. Helping becomes a habit. And together we watch and wait and work to see what else optimism can do.
Swiftwater Car Wash is your premier self-serve total car care center with state-of-the-art soft-touch automatic car washes and self-serve bays with premium tools to get your car powerfully clean. We are environmentally friendly and take pride in using Ecologo certified Turtle Wax Pro soaps and waxes. Locations are equipped with powerful vacuums, shampooers, and vendors stocked with everything needed to get the inside of your vehicle clean. Our 12 convenient locations are open 24/7. See our website for a location near you and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for updates on our upcoming new phone app.
Do you know what optimism can do? Whatever it wants. We've seen it unlock resilience that makes the impossible inevitable. Inspire generosity to put families back on their feet, and give Davids courage to throw rocks at Goliaths. At Frost, we believe optimism can change lives emotionally, physically, and financially. And with your help, we're going to prove it.
Deco Pizzeria is San Antonio's first choice for savory, artisan-style pizza, award-winning made-to-order jumbo wings, mouth-watering calzones, generous sandwiches, and crisp, tasty salads. Handcrafted cocktails and full selection of beer are perfect for happy hour and for joining your friends to watch the big game. Deco Pizzeria, 2 locations in the Medical Center at 2026 Babcock Road and in the Deco District at 1815 Fredericksburg Road. Come into Deco Pizzeria today and mention this basketball game ad to get $10 off your order.
Hi folks, Joel Dolly here with the Mission Open Air Market. If you're looking for some real bargains, we've got over 1,500 vendors to deal from. So come on out to the King of Bargains. You'll never know what you're going to find. The Mission Open Air Market open every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll see you here.
Free throws, he was 11 for 11 at that point, and he missed 3 of them. You switch those 2 things around, and you might still be playing, but you get the victory, and that's the way it is when you come to the moments. You have to make the moments happen, and you guys did that.
Yeah, you know, it was that was a great game. You know, Coach Adamek over there, he does a great job, and we just had to stick with it. You know, we didn't start off the best. We didn't play the best defense we could have today, but we came out with the victory.
Well, and that second quarter was huge. It was 13-13 after 1. You take a 10-point lead. into the break, and a lot of that was because you were creating those turnovers, particularly with your press in that second quarter.
Yeah, and we didn't do too much of the zone press. We were doing mostly man-to-man. We're trying to wear him down, but those guys are tough. Parker, he's a tough kid. He never got wore down. The little point guard, number 2, they're really good. And those guys, they're just tough under the basket. It didn't work out how I thought it would. I was thinking that, we wear them down a little bit more, but they just stuck with it. We just, like you said, we had a couple moments there where we had some stops. They turned the ball over, and we gutted it out.
It's important to have depth. Kajon Thornton had 12 points in the first half. He finished with 14. That dunk at the end was his only points of the second half. But his scoring was really important in the first half because nobody else was really stepping up on the scoring end. He came off the bench and provided that.
Yeah, and a lot of times I think some teams will do that because, they don't think he can shoot the ball that well. But he's coming into his own. He's working at it every day to get better. And I appreciate what he did, because like you said, nobody else was really doing anything that first half.
All right, another young man, obviously, that didn't have his normal game was Journey Phillips. And, he's a senior. He has been on the varsity since his freshman year. He's played in 2 state championship games. Does he feel the pressure to lead this team? Because it seemed like he was trying to get the team to fired up and maybe went over the line just a little bit. But I know he's a smart player, and he'll bounce back from that. But is it just his emotions riding high, and he's trying to do something special for his team?
Yeah, he's just a real emotional, passionate kid. He wants to win. So he got frustrated with some of the foul calls or whatever else. Him being a 17, 18-year-old kid, sometimes they don't know how to handle situations. And he just let it get a little bit too much. I think the last one, I don't know about that last technical foul, but, it is what it is, But, he'll bounce back. It's not the first time it's happened to him. And like I said, a lot of people might look at him and think, get the wrong message, but he's just passionate about winning.
Right.
He's playing so hard for these guys, and he just wants to win. And when he doesn't see it going his way, he's trying to be a leader. He's just still learning how to be that leader.
So he didn't have his normal game, and so Braylon Sills steps in and scores 17 for you, and he was just outstanding. One thing about Braylon that I've noticed, and I've had the privilege of covering your team in the playoffs the last couple of years, Braylon has really matured, and his calmness on the floor is noticeably different than in previous years.
Oh, yeah. He went to Georgia last year, and he played on the varsity team they also went to the state tournament in Georgia, and he came back, and that's the same thing I noticed. I was like, he's so different. He sees the game more. He's mature, like he said, in every aspect. He tries to get the guys to calm down and slow down or whatever else. His IQ went up. Like it was a great addition, especially after Jalen left.
Coach, your district champs, you can do no worse than a tie, but I think you've got the head-to-head, so I know that's a minor goal. A district championship is a great thing, especially in a tough district like you play in, but the goals are much bigger at Wagner. You've been in the state championship game 2 of the previous 3 seasons, and I know that's your goal is to get to the Alamo Dome again and win it this time.
Yeah. I don't want to be the guy that always got there and never won it. So, we're going to try our best to get there again.
Is this team good enough to do it?
I think so. I really do. Like, we've played some teams in preseason that, are 6A, 5A teams that are going to be good playoff contention teams, and we've beat some of them. We've lost some close or whatever, but I think we'll be all right. If we just, our defense wasn't exactly what I wanted tonight, but if we can pick that defense back up to where it was a couple nights ago, I think we can. But we'll see. We'll see how this story ends.
Got to shoot free throws better, though. Y'all are normally 69%.
Yeah, I know.
Tonight you're slightly below 50%. That's got to get better.
Yes, it has to get a lot better. And the crazy thing is we shoot free throws all the time. But I'm thinking that maybe we need to run a little bit more and then shoot free throws, because we had to play defense for a long time tonight. They did a great job of running the offense, so we just have to step up to the line and concentrate. That was one big thing that I was not excited about.
All right, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Folks, that's Rodney Clark. He's the head coach of the Wagner Thunderbirds, and we'll be back to wrap it up in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball presented by John Wayne Service Company on TexasSportsProductions.com.
Swiftwater Car Wash is your premier self-serve total car care center with state-of-the-art soft-touch automatic car washes and self-serve bays with premium tools to get your car powerfully clean. We are environmentally friendly and take pride in using Ecologo certified Turtle Wax Pro soaps and waxes. Locations are equipped with powerful vacuums, shampooers, and vendors stocked with everything needed to get the inside of your vehicle clean. Our 12 convenient locations are open 24/7. See our website for a location near you and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for updates on our upcoming new phone app.
Deco Pizzeria is San Antonio's first choice for savory, artisan-style pizza, award-winning made-to-order jumbo wings, mouth-watering calzones, generous sandwiches, and crisp, tasty salads. Handcrafted cocktails and full selection of beer are perfect for happy hour and for joining your friends to watch the big game. Deco Pizzeria, 2 locations in the Medical Center at 2026 Babcock Road and in the Deco District at 1815 Fredericksburg Road. Come into Deco Pizzeria today and mention this basketball game ad to get $10 off your order.
Pessimism doesn't stand a chance because people are stepping up. People who look forward and give back. People with paintbrushes and hellos and handshakes and time for each other. And one small act at a time, strangers become neighbors. Helping becomes a habit. And together we watch and wait and work to see what else optimism can do.
All right, folks, sorry about that. Welcome back here to Wagner High School. The T-Birds get the victory 60-51, the final here tonight, as the Thunderbirds go to 13-1 now in district play. They're at least co-champs. They can win the district outright with a win over Harlandale this Friday night here at Wagner. Champion 9-5. They're not yet in the district in the playoffs. They need to win one of their last 2. They play at Veterans Memorial Friday, and then they play at home against Harlandale next Tuesday night. So it is not over yet for Champion. They still need a victory to get in. They dropped to 24-9 for the season. Wagner improves to 28-5. Quick numbers for you. Champion had 2 threes. They were 23 of 26 from the free throw line. Reed Higgins finished with 8 points rather. Cole Williams 2. Parker DeLay had 21 points to lead all scoring. He was 12 of 15 from the line. Braxton, but really just the 3 that he missed that ended up being key. Braxton Burdick finished with 9 points and a made 3. Nick Price had 2. Garrison Giddens had 6 points, 6 for 6 from the line. Hunter Darling 3 for 3 from the line with 3 points. For the Wagner Thunderbirds, they made 6 3-point shots tonight. They were 6 of 13 from the free throw line. Marcus Hendricks had a good night rebounding and defensively, but offensively he scored 3 points and he struggled at 2 of 7 from the free throw line. Josh Cobbs off the bench with 6 points. Journey Phillips fouled out. Normally he scores 18.5, had 7 tonight for Wagner. Kajon Thornton was huge tonight. He came off the bench with 14 points, second on the team in scoring. Jay-Sean Jackson finished with 6 points. Isaiah Kennedy with 6 as well. And then Braylon Seals, certainly our John Wayne Service Company player of the game. He had 17 points, including a impressive 3-point shot from past the probably three-quarters court, almost three-quarter court. 3-point shot to end the third quarter, and he finished with 17 points, which was the high tonight for Wagner. So Wagner now 13-1, Champion 9-5, as we will update those for you on our next go-around with either of these 2 teams. So the T-Birds get the victory tonight. We thank you for joining us. We'll be back on tomorrow at 7:50, 8 o'clock tip-off, Roosevelt and Johnson for the district championship of 26 6A. Watch in tune in tomorrow and watch us live on Texas Sports Productions. For our entire broadcast crew here at Wagner High School, this is Bobby Stotzenberger reminding you once again, Wagner 60, Boerne Champion 51. Good night, everyone.